Hi, my name is Ty Frisbee. I'm the owner of 5G Aviation, and today we're going to talk about spins and spin recovery.
Runway clearance, Decathlon 949 Mike Whiskey request.
Decathlon 949 Mike Whiskey, jetwing clearance delivery.
We're at Atlantic with Foxtrot, requesting an El Toro departure to the blockhouse.
Decathlon 9 Mike Whiskey, turn left heading 080. Maintain VFR conditions at or below 3000. Departure frequency 124.1, squawk 0236.
Okay, left 00 to below 3000, 124.1 and squawk 0236 for 9 Mike Whiskey.
9 Mike Whiskey, read back, yes, correct.
Runway ground, Decathlon 949 Mike Whiskey is at Atlantic with Foxtrot, ready for taxi.
Right. Decathlon 949 Mike Whiskey, Runway and ground, taxi up to hold shorter taxiway Delta.
We're holding short of Delta, 9 Mike Whiskey.
Decathlon 9 Mike Whiskey, follow the Southwest Boeing 737, exiting the runway, taxi to the midfield runner via Alpha, caution jet blast.
Okay, follow southwest to the midfield run via Alpha, 9 Mike Whiskey. Now, as far as the tail goes, you're not going to push or pull on the stick, but the tail is going to come up on its own as the air rushes past it, okay? Let it come up a little bit and then start feeding in back pressure so that you keep the airplane at a slightly nose-high attitude.
Okay. You have on 949 Mike Whiskey, John Antonio, 19 left at Kilo, line up and wait, traffic downwind.
Line up and wait, 19 left at Kilo, 9 Mike Whiskey. Okay, mixture full rich. I got the lights on, the camera's automatic.
One 9 right, clear for takeoff.
Okay, just steer with your feet. The tail's going to lift itself off the ground.
Clear to land.
There it is. Now a little back pressure to hold a slightly positive attitude, and the airplane's just going to start flying.
7 Sierra Lima number 2, and I 19 left, cleared for the option.
19 left, number 2, clear for the option, 7 Sierra Lima.
Don't worry about any throttle or prop or anything at this point. You're just flying the airplane.
Okay.
We'll turn left 15 degrees, so towards those tall buildings on your left. So we're going to do a stall coordinated first. We might get just a little bit of wing drop, but we shouldn't get much, just because this airplane is brand new and hasn't been fully dialed in yet. Coordinated stall. There's the stall horn. There's the stall. A little bit of a right wing drop, which is what I expected. Okay, now we're going to do an uncoordinated stall. So in this case, I'm going to do a slip. So I'm going to bank right, and I'm going to put my left wing at a disadvantage, and I'm going to stall the airplane. So the wind is coming from the right side of the airplane. That means the left wing is going to be at a disadvantage, and when we stall it, we're going to see the left wing drop. All right, we're going to do a 5-turn spin to the right. So it's going to be a big one. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
All right. Just want to go through the full incipient and develop. So here we come. We're about to get the stall horn. Just as it's about to stall, I'm going to feed in the skid and the stall. There it goes. There's a half. There's 1. The half. 2. Half. 3. Half. 4. Half. And 5. On the recovery, we were really spinning. We were in a fully developed spin. I went full opposite rudder, waited just a moment for it to take effect, and then I came forward on the elevator to break the stall. And that's how we were able to get out of that spin. We're going to do the effects of opposite aileron now. So I'm going to go ahead and put us into a spin. We'll just continue spinning right. Stall is imminent. I'm going to go ahead and skid the airplane and stall it, and we're in a spin. As the airplane begins to transition to the developed spin, I'm putting in full opposite aileron. Full opposite aileron. You see the spin accelerates. Aileron's back to neutral. Opposite rudder, recover by breaking the stall. So the effect of opposite aileron is to both accelerate and actually flatten out the spin. All right, now we're going to look at the effect of elevator on spin recovery. Going to the spin, about to stall. I'm going to go ahead and skid the airplane and stall it. We'll let it go around a couple times, and then I'm going to go ahead and start feeding the stick forward to try to break the stall. And what you'll see is that it doesn't break the stall. I push, 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 and it goes faster, faster, faster. So I got to go stick full back, opposite rudder, break the stall with the elevator, and then pull out of the dive. So elevator alone is not sufficient to recover from a spin. That was almost full forward elevator. So it's just like a figure skater pulling their arms in. You take the mass of that engine and that tail and you pull it close to the center of rotation, it just spins faster. Now if we did opposite aileron and forward elevator and throttle, the thing would just go berserk. It would just have a very, 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 very high rotation rate. What we're going to do now is just some like spin scenario kind of things. I'm going to do the skidding turn. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're trimmed for 75, which is the approach speed for this airplane. We're going to simulate a skidding turn to final and how that results in a stall spin. So I'm going to go ahead and start a turn to the left. I'm using a shallow bank angle, and I'm going to realize that I've overshot my runway. I'm going to try to hurry the turn up with rudder, which is going to slide my nose down, and I'm going to bring the stick back to pick it up, and whoa, we're in a spin. Alright, now we're going to simulate the base turn to final stall spin scenario. So we're going to go ahead and turn the airplane to the right. We're in a low power descent at the approach speed for this airplane. And we're going to say, okay, well, we recognize that we've overshot the runway. We're going to try to accelerate the turn with rudder. And we're going to see the nose come down, bring this nose back up again, and boom, we're in a spin. Okay, so now we're going to do the stall spin on climb out. So we're going to reduce our throttle, but we're going to try to get the same performance we normally would have. So this is either an engine malfunction or we're climbing out at very high density altitude. And we're going to be sloppy. We're just not going to keep the airplane coordinated. So we're using our wing bank to keep our heading, and we're going to let the airplane just uncoordinated due to the P factor. We're going to come up on the stall. And we can go into a spin by doing that. So these are the inadvertent spin entry scenarios that are the most common. All the way out. There we go.
Thank you for watching this spin training video. We hope you found it to be useful. Remember, spins are an advanced maneuver, and you should only practice them with a qualified aerobatic flight instructor, and strictly adhere to all regulations regarding the use of parachutes and aerobatic aircraft like that American Champion Super Decathlon.